SBS On Demand is a streaming service launched in 2011 that is made up of over 6,000 plus hours worth of TV and movie content. Unlike most streaming services, SBS On Demand is a free service open to any and all consumers, and it is high demand amongst Australians, with 3 out of 5 Australians accessing it at one point or another. Currently, SBS is focused on having already signed up users become more frequent users of the service through building a strong relationship with its consumer base. There are many situational factors that impact achieving this goal. The major 3 factors are technology trends, competition, and consumer behaviour. Technology is constantly changing, with new products being released and new applications opening the door to a novel way of experiencing streaming. A current trend in technology that is integral to SBS On Demand moving forward is the move from linear watching, that being watching free-to-air television on a physical TV, to online streaming. Use of televisions fell by 4% between 2014 and 2017, while subscription-based video on demand has increased by 31%. It is essential that SBS take advantage of these changing trends to encourage growth of their platform. Offering both linear and streaming services gives SBS an advantage in that they can encourage their current customers to make the switch between technologies within the company, moving from SBS free-to-air to SBS On Demand. Streaming content is not just being accessed on laptops and desktops either. An increase in mobile phone usage, with 86% of mobile phone owners having a smartphone in 2016, increases the accessibility of SBS On Demand. Rapid innovation and improvements in technology mean that SBS On Demand must appear as both a reliable source of entertainment and open to change. To maintain a loyal consumer base, SBS On Demand must re-evaluate technology trends further, ensuring that their interface is accessible on all forms of technology. Competitive factors are features of the product provided by SBS that make it more desirable to consumers in a saturated market. Currently, there are tens of streaming services available to Australian consumers. These are composed of a mix of free, ad-driven services, of which SBS On Demand is one, and paid subscription services, such as Netflix or Stan. It is essential that SBS On Demand understand their own positive competitive factors and those of their competitors to begin to improve. SBS On Demand's main factor is the fact that it is a free service, meaning its customer base is mostly independent of socioeconomic status and is therefore available to a more broad selection of consumers. Focal points of competitive factors for SBS On Demand moving forward may be on addressing ad placement in viewings, as this can be seen as distracting to consumers, and integrating suggestions on what a consumer may enjoy based on their content watching patterns, a strategy that has proven successful for Netflix. Competitors are also focusing on producing their own content that meets consumer wants. An example of the importance of this is Netflix's production of House of Cards. The production of the first 2 seasons of House of Cards cost Netflix more than $100 million. However, it paid off in becoming the first Netflix original to be nominated for a Primetime Emmy and propelling Netflix subscriber numbers. Similarly, SBS On Demand experienced a huge increase in viewership over their acquisition of Handmaid's Tale, a known and highly anticipated television drama. It is essential that SBS focus on providing their audience with shows such as these to maintain this established consumer base. Consumer behaviour is a study of individuals, groups or organisations and their interaction with the products they purchase. It is incredibly important to understand how customers interact with SBS On Demand to continue to improve and grow as a platform. The following aspects of consumer behaviour will have the greatest impact on SBS in the future. Firstly, consumer behaviour changes based on societal trends. In terms of SBS On Demand, we see that consumers are moving away from the platform towards those that are currently popular internationally. An example of a service that customers are more partial to is YouTube, a free international streaming giant with more than 1,000 days worth of video uploaded every hour. Another aspect of customer behaviour that should become a focal point for SBS is the topic of conformity psychology. Through establishing a dedicated consumer base, SBS will reap the benefits of conformity, as positive comments and word-of-mouth interactions will act to increase their consumer base. Additionally, the maintenance of a fresh and exciting platform that offers new viewing experiences is essential to attracting and maintaining a crowd of consumers, allowing for the service to take advantage of passerby psychology. The idea that the larger the group of people interacting with a good or service, the more likely a new passerby is to be drawn in and to interact with it as well. Finally, aesthetic fatigue must be addressed. Frequent interaction with a seemingly unchanging interface will produce boredom for consumers and cause them to stray from using SBS On Demand. It is within the company's best interest that they frequently update what a consumer sees on their front page with suggestions of new movies or television shows that they might like mixed in with their usual viewing habits. The The adaptation of SBS to the changing technology environment, the choice of appropriate strategies when addressing competitors, and the improvement of their own current standing competitive factors, and a developed understanding of the psychology behind consumer choice and interaction with SBS On Demand streaming services is integral to the growth and maintenance of their consumer base.